Hello everybody, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I know this is kind of a weird angle. My knee has been hurting today and I don't know why. I've been having trouble with my knee. So I got my little camping chair out and I just figured we'll have a seat today instead of bouncing around the truck like a crazy person. Hopefully that works for you guys. I hope you're okay with that. Hello everyone. The never-ending tow truck boot saga here at Swift never ends, but I think it's finally met its conclusion. So I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to come back and tell you how it all ended up and what we got going on here. So yeah, this whole thing's been quite a mess. So actually, I want to apologize, I do, to some of the viewers. Some of you guys were like trying to joke with me in the comment section of the last video and be funny and stuff like that. And if you couldn't tell, I wasn't in a great mood. So normally the stuff you guys say that's funny, I was kind of a dick about it. So I am sorry. I mean, I'm just a grumpy old trucker and sometimes I get, you know, angry and then I take it out on people that I shouldn't. So anybody that was trying to joke with me and I responded by a dick, I deserve for you to call me a dick. And this fucking thing now that's rattling behind me. Anyways, I apologize if I didn't receive your jokes well in the last video. It's been a very, very stressful week and a half for me, guys. We're getting through it. So before we get into this whole story about what's going on with that, I do have people to thank again. Thank you guys so much for the super thanks. As I spit when I say that, the super thanks that you sent on the last video. So we got a lot of people. Thank you. I wasn't like necessarily begging for money. This is something I can work myself out of, but I always appreciate the support, of course. So first off, we've got Aaron and Necromancer. This is Boy Aaron, A-A-R-O-N. With $5 each, Aaron and Necromancer. And the reason I say that is because we've also got Girl Aaron with the ER, right? I didn't want there to be any confusion. Aaron and Steven, both with $10. Somebody's calling me and I don't give a fuck. Aaron and Steven, both with $10 on the last video. Then we've got Helen and 1977 Spilly, both with $20 on the last video. And Ty with $50 on the last video. Good Lord, I'm gonna retire soon if you guys keep that shit up. So thank you guys so much for the support to the channel. And of course, everybody that watches and comments and subscribes and all that. I appreciate you guys so much. We're gonna do big things around here one day when I get my shit together, right? So, okay, the tow truck, I am sorry if this truck's rattling. It just started doing a parked regen while I was starting this video, and I was waiting for the conclusion of this thing to come up with, this is really bothering me. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, that's even worse. I was waiting for the conclusion of all of this. What a piece of shit. To make the video, and now I'm in the last few hours before the video's supposed to be out, and now's my window to record it. It's the only window I got left. Anyways, so as you guys know, I was in North Carolina. I parked at a place I was given permission to park, only to wake up to find that my truck was booted in the morning and I had an $1,800 bill. And that's downright fucking frightening to most truckers. I understand from some of the comments that we got truckers living in ivory towers out there that don't understand why $1,800 is even that big of a deal. What are you doing in business, Josh, if you don't have $1,800 laying around? What is wrong with you? Well, I don't know. I live somewhere in fucking reality where the freight market completely sucks ass right now. And I had to make a choice. And that choice was, do I pay the bills at home with the money I have saved? Or do I pay this asshole that's ripping me off? Or do I have Swift pay it and then we figure it out later? And the choice was clear. I don't know what to tell everybody that wonders why I don't have $1,800 just sitting around. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm just out here living in the real world where nobody has fucking money right now. But that's okay. It happens. And all I wanted was for Swift to give me a solution, and I thought they had. There's 2 videos already on this if nobody's watched them, and it turns out they gave me the wrong information, and that was fucking crazy. So here's the information they gave me. Oh, you can use your maintenance account to pay that. Then when I go to pay it, they're like, no, you can't, and you owe us all that money. And it was a whole shit show. And it was very stressful for me. I mean, I was freaking out, guys. I'm like, what the hell do I do? The only thing I know how to do is work my way out of it. And with that said, there was some really good timing on something, and I don't know where this came from. I have an idea, so I might as well say thank you to that person also. I got a referral bonus here at Swift. I kind of think I might know who it came from, because some people have reached out and said they're coming to work here, and I've communicated with them. I'm not necessarily peddling referral bonuses, but I got one, and it was $500. It helped towards that bill. So thank you to whomever put me down as a referral, and right in the fucking nick of time. Thank you so much for that. That's $500 fucking dollars towards this $1,800 bill that I got to pay off. So I think most reasonable people understand why I was freaking out and why I was in a shitty mood. I wouldn't say I was freaking out. I was trying to figure out the best solution for how to handle it, you know, and I was very stressed out. I'm still kind of stressed out, but not very stressed out. We're getting through it. We're getting through it. I feel like there's some other notes I want to look at, and there's not. There's not. I just wanted to make sure I thanked everyone. Once again, thank you guys. So first I want to say the comment section was a shit show. Last week, or the week before last, everybody in the world hated Swift, and they wondered why I was here. And Josh, Swift is a shit company, and they're going to do shitty things and all that. And I want to be honest, a lot of the reason I came to Swift was for to relay my stories to the internet. Because it's one thing for a guy to just come into trucking, and I'm not discrediting how that guy feels, right? But it's one thing for a brand new guy to come into trucking, come to Swift, and have some misunderstandings about how trucking works, and then go to the internet, go to YouTube, and say Swift sucks because of this, and it turns out he just didn't really understand how something works, and I think that's okay. I thought for me, a 10-year veteran of trucking, going to Swift would be a cool fucking experiment. Let's get an experienced veteran that didn't start at Swift just going into Swift and see how the whole thing works. And then I come back and I tell you guys, good, bad, what I think, what's going on here. And I hope like hell they don't cancel my contract over it because I've said too much. If they do, they do, right? I guess that's the thing that happens. I am sorry about this rattling. I've been having trouble. It's the top latch. It's the top latch of this fucking cabinet. And there's screws at the top. And I got up there last night with a screwdriver. Might be why my knee hurts. I don't know. And I tried to tighten it, and they won't tighten. And that's where the rattling's coming from. Yeah, it's driving me fucking crazy too. So I'm sorry if you guys are hearing that. Please still watch my video. So anyways, that was part of the thought process with coming to Swift, right? Let's come over here and let's put some veteran eyes on a company he's never worked at before, and just report to the internet what I see, right? And if I'm being honest with you guys, overall it's a positive experience. I was very pissed off that they gave me false information or the wrong information or what have you when it came to paying this bill back, because that's a very important thing to fucking get right, and we all know that. So a thing that started happening in the comments section of the last video, which that video did very well, thank you guys, for my channel. For my channel, that video did very well. Was all of a sudden, people ran to the defense of Swift and saying, it's all my fault, I'm the biggest fuck up there is, and all these things. And yes, parking the truck illegally absolutely was my fault. The only issue I had with Swift was they didn't give me accurate information, and I demand accurate information. I want to know what's going on, and I don't think I'm crazy for thinking that. And plenty of people, obviously, that wanted to put all this guy trucks down and make me feel bad, and I gotta be honest with you guys. These guys are the fucking problem with the trucking industry. That's right, I said it. I've been saying it for a few videos now when I talk about the industry as a whole. Anybody that only gives a shit that they're doing better than the trucker next to them, and that's the only thing they care about. They don't care that trucking's better. They don't care that it treats us better, that we, I don't know, unionize and actually make fucking money out here. Any number of things you could do to make this a better industry. They don't want it to be better. They just want to be doing better than the guy next to them, and they're happy. And the fucking industry knows that, right? That's why we get taken advantage of every day on a daily basis, because if I can convince you that you're doing better than me, then you're going to say, fuck it, good enough. I got what I wanted out of this industry, because people are short-sighted dipshits, for lack of a better term, that's all that matters to them, is feeling better than the guy next to them, and then all of a sudden they're the better trucker. Well, I got news for you, buckaroo. I'm the better trucker, all right? I'm the world's greatest trucker, and there's nothing you can do about it, all right? But I was actually very, very discouraged with, it was the same people. Don't act like I don't read my comments and line up your icons and memorize who's who. Sometimes I forget. But it was the same people that 2 weeks ago were like, fuck Swift, they're a shit company, and now that you work there, you're a piece of shit too. We're the same, some of the same people running to Swift's defense to say that it's all my fault, and they're not required to give me the proper information, and fuck you, Josh. And I'm starting to think maybe they just don't like me, which sounds impossible. Who doesn't like me? Are you fucking shitting me? Everyone. Everyone likes me. You must be out your fucking mind. You don't like me. But I'm starting to think it was one of those short-sighted, as long as I get to feel better than that guy, then it's all going to be okay. So where we're at in the fucking bill, I tried to tell you guys that I didn't make a lot of money last week, right? And I need to run now, and that's okay. I've never had a problem working. I do some dipshit things. I do make some bad decisions. This whole thing coming to Swift does not make sense because I've got 10 years of experience. I'm doing it for you, god damn it. I'm trying to get the information out there so we can actually have accurate information from an experienced truck driver on what Swift is. And I think that's a cool fucking experiment, right? What the fuck was I saying? I forget. I can't remember. Son of a bitch. I fucking hate when I do that. But anyways, oh yeah, I didn't make a whole lot of money that week because they were lining me up to go home, and I didn't have the correct information at that time, right? So had I had the correct information, I would have told them just screw it, don't worry about it, and I'll go home at another time. But because there was that miscommunication, I still had the idea in my head that I was going to take home time, right? And it was a $1,875 bill. Now I can't afford it. Fuck, right? And I'm freaking out. So anyways, listen, I had a bad week, and that's how trucking works. Somebody had asked in the comments. I know one of my settlements was $1,800 one week. One was $2,300 one week. And I've had some bad ones, I'm not going to lie. And this one, I was only going to profit about $400. That means $400 going home after a week on the road, which doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you've been around trucking, you understand that sometimes a week just fucking sucks. I don't make $400 a week, right? That would be crazy. That would be insane. But because we got that, oh, that rattling stopped and I can stop shouting at you. How about that? That regen's done. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Good timing on that referral bonus, and we were able to pay off $912 of the $1,875 bill, okay? Leaving $962 still owed on that bill. But I might have a good week. So far, I've got 1,500 miles, and I'll have in the 1,900 to 2,000 range tomorrow. And that's still going to leave me Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and possibly Wednesday to still make money on that. So if we're at like 2,000, I shouldn't have a problem breaking a 3,000 mile week. And I'm even doing it with getting some hours back. And we should actually be able to get this bill paid off next week. Now, if I actually bring any money home, that remains to be fucking seen. All right, we'll see how that goes. There's still more to this because something else fucking happened. But there was so much going on in the last comment section that I just want to talk about it. I just want to get it off my chest. And, you know, one of the other things that people kept saying to me, and I want to do a whole video on it, I just haven't thought it out yet, is they kept saying, Josh, you need to get out of this scam lease purchase program. That's why this happened. And I got to be honest, I'm not able to make that connection. I don't know what you mean by that. I understandably made a mistake and parked the truck illegally, let's say. I illegally parked my truck where there was a no parking sign posted, okay? No overnight parking. I take responsibility for that. I understand that that was a stupid move on my part. I have never been booted or towed in my life. And when I was a rookie trucker, when I was actually new, I would park this bitch anywhere. I didn't care. I was like, it'll fit. So there it goes. I'm surprised I didn't get towed or booted years ago. Now, I don't do that anymore. I'm much more cautious about where I park these days. I feel like this was predatory, this specific towing incident with the boot. I feel like it was very predatory. But I'm much more cautious these days. But the point is, in my feeble little brain, I'm not making the connection to how my lease purchase that I'm in is a scam because I owe almost $1,900 for a boot fee. Is anybody else not getting that? Because I don't feel like I'm being scammed by Swift because I'm stupid. That would be really, really crazy of me to think that way. So everybody that's saying don't get out of the lease purchase, stop working at Swift and all that shit, I gotta be honest with you, I have my fucking reasons, you know? And the reason is what I said earlier, but I'm not naive to the way the world works, right? I'm not Roadrunner Nia. I don't have, you guys know what I'm saying by doing this. I don't know if this is covered under B-roll, but I'm grabbing my chest saying I don't have curves, let's say, right? I'm not a very attractive woman, let's say that, right? But let's be honest here. Roadrunner Nia made a business decision. Somebody corrected me on that. Her name's Naya. Well, whatever her name is. She made a very smart business decision by taking her sexy ass over to Prime, where now she's a pretty good force in trucking YouTube or whatever platform she's on besides this. And she's also sort of teamed up with a large company. In a sense, right? The company might not have known that she was teaming up with them, but in a sense. And you would have to think that I'm stupid to not realize that me coming to Swift also is beneficial to the channel in the sense that it's going to reach people that have never seen me before that might be looking up Swift. Yes, I did it to help grow the channel. I never have lied and said that I don't want to grow my channel. I've never said I don't care about views. I've never said I don't care about my audience and all these things. I have always been in it to try to grow a bigger channel, okay? Would a little honesty around this fucking place kill us? Because everybody else runs around YouTube trying to be Billy Badass going, I don't give a fuck about no views. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Or why would you put all the time into recording a video? I don't fucking get it. I'm getting to the point of what's going on with this bill. So, who's still with me at the 17.5-minute mark? Because there was something else to this, all right? I went in yesterday and logged in to the owner-operator portal. You can look at your settlements basically in real time, like as you go through the week, your fuel cost, your the loads you've done, any charges, anything like that. And I noticed a very, very concerning thing. Outside of the $1,800 I was trying to pay back, there was a charge for a repair order for $2,062. You have to manage, I fucking panicked. As a matter of fact, I won't lie to you guys, I damn near cried in my sleeper because I'm like, how the fuck do I fix this? Because I just started jumping to conclusions. What the fuck is going on and all this? And I finally calmed down and I got someone on the phone, right? And the lady I talked to said, yeah, okay, so that repair order looks like it's related to some sort of towing. Did you have some sort of towing happen? And I said, well, yeah, but kinda. I said, I got booted, I was illegally parked, all these things. It was an $1,875 bill. I've started paying that off last week, and if you're saying that this $2,062 charge is related to that, then this isn't right. I don't understand. And she refers me to another department, right? And she goes, call them. They're the ones that do all the billing for the on-road service and all that. And I was like, okay. I called them, and they told me, yeah, we got this invoice here for $1,875. It's not the invoice, it's the receipt for when your truck got booted. And I said, okay. Now, can you tell me how that makes $2,062? They said, yes, we have a 10% fee for anything we cover like that. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I didn't know about the fee, but that's honestly fair. It's going to cost me another 10% for you to take care of something that I wasn't financially able to. I think that's fair. However, what's not fair is I'm being charged for it twice. And she goes, no, you're not. And I said, yes, really, I am. I'm already paying on the $1,875 once. I'm almost halfway through it, and I'm being charged again. And she goes, I don't know, call that other department back. So I was out of patience. This was all yesterday. And then I decided, all right, I got up today. I did what I needed to do. I delivered my load. I came over here to pick up this next one. It's not supposed to be ready yet. I'm not sure. I'll head over there soon. It's drop and hook. But I had a few hours, so I decided to take a nap. Right, because I was very tired. Last night was sort of an exhausting night for me. Like, I was just like mentally drained from trying to figure this all out, and the constant barrage. Like, you guys know that I don't read too much into it these days with the constant barrage of dipshits on the internet. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of dipshits on the internet. Like, they just type things without thinking, hey, that's another person on the other end of this that I'm actually speaking to like that, and I'm a piece of shit. No one ever stops to think about that. And because it was a Swift video and it got a lot of views, it did very well. It was just a constant fucking stream of just absolute stupid shit. So last night was a very, you guys know that I got like severe anxiety. I kind of drive myself crazy. So last night was a very tough night for me. So I got everything done this morning. I'm like, I got time for a nap. I'm going to take a nap. I did that, and then I got up and I called and I talked to the same department, and this nice lady answers the phone, and she's, you know, she asked for my truck number and all that. I gave her the truck number. She says, how can I help you? I said, listen, I'm on the edge of a mental breakdown right now, and it feels like nobody's listening to me. I don't mean to treat you like you're my therapist, but I really need help. And she, like, I think she could tell, like, oh, this guy Trucks over here is just at his breaking point at this point, because her voice got very soft. And she goes, okay, what can I help you with? So I very calmly explained to her how I got charged $1,875 for getting a boot on my truck. And then now there's a repair order for the same amount plus the 10% fee for the convenience fee or whatever. And I understand that I screwed up. I understand, and I'll take responsibility for it. But I cannot afford to pay this bill twice, and nobody seems to be helping me. And she says, oh, I think we spoke yesterday, because I spoke to a few people yesterday, right? She's like, I'm so sorry this hasn't been taken care of. And she looks at it and she goes, yep, I see exactly what you're saying. These two are the same charge. And I said, yes, please, God, thank you. People were starting to make me feel like I was crazy because I said that. And people kept basically saying, nuh-uh, nuh-uh's not an answer, God damn it. And I was really starting to lose my mind. And I told her, I said, as a matter of fact, if you guys were going to charge me twice, I said, I'm not willing to get myself out of that hole. I said, if we can't fix this, I do have to bring the truck back. I don't want to. I want to make a run at this. I want to see how this goes. Maybe I end up owning this truck. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. But I want to come in here and do this, and I want to make a run here with Swift, because to me that matters. I'm getting information out there to the youngsters that may be confused about things, you know. I'm just doing it in my charming, fun, entertaining way that I do it. And it matters to me to do it. But I told her, I said, I simply can't afford it. And if we can't figure it out, then I need to know that is the answer also, because I gotta go. I gotta go. And I was just very honest with her about it. And she says, no, I see it. She said, that's exactly what's going on. You were charged because we paid with the Comdata card. You were charged and you're paying that back. And then there was some sort of lag where the other department didn't receive the receipt yet, and then when they did receive the receipt, then they created the repair order, and that's why it looks like you're being charged twice. So she writes up an email that's like, I guess, to her supervisors or whatever, CCs me on the email, So I got it too, and it's screenshots of it, and it's like, you know, explains the situation. We just need to know why this owner-operator is being charged twice. And then I went back to sleep because I'm just drained, guys. I feel better now, but I mean, I was just like mentally and emotionally drained from all this. It's such a stupid, silly mistake to put me in such a bind, to put me in such a hole, right? And then when I woke up, I had missed a call from Arizona, but no voicemail. And then I got a text from someone that says, I have removed the repair order from your file. It was duplicate, and it's done, it's handled. And I feel so much better, guys. it's handled. It's a lot of shit that didn't need to happen, and like I said, I'm still $962 in the hole. I'm very confident I can pull myself out of that this week, and even take a little bit of money home. Also, other good news: if you're still here at the 25-minute mark, let me know. You guys know that I was gonna take some home time, and I am not able to do that now. Now I'm close enough that I can actually go meet the person. I think not go meet them. I think they can. The person I'm coming to see, I think they can drive up and meet me today, and so we'll at least get to hang out for the night, and go on from there. And then I'll spend the next month kind of just like running as hard as I can, get myself ahead again finally, because I was actually starting to save money again, and then all this happened, and I had to pay all the bills at home with no income coming in. And I don't say any of this because I want your sympathy. Sure, if you want to send a super thanks, I'll take it. I say all of this because a thing I've noticed with my channel a lot lately is a lot of the younger people are looking to this channel, right? They're getting into trucking. They're thinking about getting into trucking. They're new to trucking, any number of things, and they're looking to this channel. So if you get nothing else out of this, learn from my fucking mistakes. If you roll up on a 7-Eleven and the manager tells you it's okay to park, maybe don't do it anyways. Don't put yourself in a hole like I just did because somebody said it was okay to do it. That's it. I'm tired. I got to go pick up this load, and then I think I'm done for the day. So I'm trying to get back a few hours on my clock, so I can't run that hard today anyways. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.